All right, let's talk about how to use the graphing function in mymathlab. Here we are looking at graphing a function, a linear function, f of x equals x. I would always suggest that you use this button here, click to enlarge the graph. Now, I actually don't find it really enlarges things very much, but it is helpful in graphing. You know we're graphing a linear function, so we choose the straight line picture there. And then it says, click the graph to plot the first point. Now, we're not told to use any specific method here, but we did find 3 points earlier. 0, 0 is one of them. So I'm going to click at 0, 0. Now, notice as I move the cursor around in the yellow bar, it shows a different ordered pair depending on where I am. That's why I like using this piece to graph. I can see right here now that I've reached 2, 2, and I can click there. Now it tells me that an object is selected. I either save it or I delete it. I'm happy with this, so I can save it. I can check my answer, and I know it's correct. So when you're graphing a linear function, only 2 points are required. Okay, for this question, you see that we're graphing the cube function, f of x equals x cubed. Again, I'm going to click to enlarge the graph and then choose which graph I'm using. I know that this is the graph for an x cubed function, so I've clicked on it, and it tells me to find my first point. So I'm going to start again at the origin. And if I use the points we found already in the question, we have the point -1, 1 and +1, 1. But if I look in the yellow bar, it says click the graph to plot the last point. So in order to get this graph done correctly, I need another point here. We have to let x equal another value. So if we let x equal 2, we know that 2 cubed is 8. So again, in the yellow bar, it tells me I'm at the point 2, 8. I can click on it, save my graph, check my answer. Okay, so you can see here that we're being asked to graph the function x squared plus 4. Now, if you remember from your transformations in the video lectures, you know what's happening with that graph. I don't know what's with that picture there. It's not correct at all. So let's clear that. So again, I clicked on the button, click to enlarge the graph, and now here I am. We know that the x squared function is a parabola. It looks like this one here. And in the yellow bar, it says choose a tool. So we're choosing this parabola. And I'm going to put the vertex at 0, 0. Now let's move this and see what we have. There's our parabola at 0, 0. This is the graph f of x equals x squared. But we're asked to find the graph for x squared plus 4. What does the plus 4 do? You should know that it shifts the graph vertically or up 4 units. So when I look at my different options here, it's not a vertical stretch or compression. It's not a horizontal stretch or compression. It's a vertical shift. And the vertical shift is up 4. And I can see as I move this, my graph is moving up. If I went down, the graph would move down. I know I want this graph to go up 4 units. I have it where I want it to be, and I can hit save and check. Let's try one more graph here. This one is the cube function graph. So we're going to click the enlarge graph button again. We're going to choose our x cubed function graph. And again, I'm going to start at 0, 0. Let's move this out of the way. So we have 2 transformations happening. We have x minus 3 in brackets cubed. Now, do you remember which way x minus 3 moves the graph? I hope you do. X minus 3 is moving the graph horizontally. It's inside the function, and it's going to move it 3 units to the right. Then we have that -6 outside of the function. That's going to be a vertical shift, and it's a shift down 6 units. Oops, did I say it's 6? Yeah, there we go. We can save that and check our answer. If you have any other graphing questions, you should send me an email and make an appointment to get some help.